John Bolton is the top foreign policy advisor for Mitt Romney. Newt Gingrich, who, of course, also took tremendous money from Sheldon Adelson. Now, I mentioned him partly because Adelson's in the news, but partly because he's given money to Newt Gingrich. He's now giving $10 million to Mitt Romney, and all these advisors are in agreement with Sheldon Adelson. They're right-wingers here in the U.S. as well as Israel. And John Bolton is as a right-wing hawk neocon as you can find in the country. He said that 10 buildings of the UN should be taken out. And then, of course, Bush made him our UN ambassador. Right? He couldn't even get confirmed by the Senate. That Senate that was so, willing to let Bush do almost anything. I said, that guy is so extreme. So Newt Gingrich said he would make him a Secretary of State, which is even worse than UN ambassador. But John Bolton screwed him and endorsed Romney anyway. So Romney paid him back and is paying back his donors, et cetera, by saying, don't worry, I'll do the same exact thing as Newt Gingrich in terms of having my foreign policy decided by John Bolton. He is my top advisor. So what does John Bolton want to do? Well, in a question like Syria, well, it's a very important thing because it's a critical country right now. 13,000 killed so far in this uprising. And Assad has, absolutely brutally murdered some of the civilians. His forces have. We've shown you some of the videos where the kids have been killed. It's really grotesque. So, well, if you're a neocon, you like invasions. And John Bolton has a new article where he explains that, yeah, in fact, in the National Review, he says, yeah, I mean, we should have invaded Syria. So that's not that surprising, right? But he says, but that was in the past. Right after we invaded Iraq, well, that would have been a terrific time to start a second bloody war in Syria. But wait a minute, there was no uprising in Syria at the time. And at the time, we were in an absolute mess in Iraq. You wanted to create two messes side to side? He's like, yeah, that would have been awesome. But now, when Syria actually, the citizens of Syria actually need us, no, we shouldn't go into Syria. But wait a minute, you're a hawk, you love war. He says, oh, you're right. I didn't say I didn't want war. I just don't want it in Syria. So where do you want it? Well, he explains, quote, rather than encouraging more fighting in Syria, we should concentrate on eliminating Tehran's nuclear weapons program. So instead of using military force in Syria, we should attack Iran. Now, how would that help the people of Syria? Who cares about the people of Syria? I just want to attack Iran. If you just left it there, you'd say, okay, you know what? He's a lunatic neocon. It's not that surprising. He can't wait to attack Iran. We'll use any excuse. But no. He's John Bolton. He's going to go 10 more floors. So here we go. He says, U.S. intervention could not be confined to Syria and would inevitably entail confronting Iran and possibly Russia. So if you thought war with Iran was fun, wait till John Bolton starts a war with Russia. So wait. Should we help Syria? No, but war with Iran, definitely, maybe with Russia. But he's not done yet. He continues. We should also announce our withdrawal from the new START arms control treaty and our utter disinterest in negotiation to prevent an arms race in space. Let Moscow and Beijing think about all that for a while. This guy thinks he's Clint Eastwood. He thinks he's Triple H. He's like, oh yeah, drop an elbow on them and let them think about that for a while. Yeah, let's start an arms race in space. We're going to go take out Iran, we're going to take out Russia, and then we're going to start space wars. Yeah, that's the ticket. And actually, it is the ticket. If Mitt Romney wins, which he has an excellent chance of doing, John Bolton will be his top foreign policy advisor. Mitt Romney doesn't know that much about foreign policy. Not to say that he knows much about domestic policy, but everybody in Washington admits that that's his weakness. He doesn't know much. So he goes to John Bolton. Who should we invade? He says, well, Iran first, and then we'll go to outer space. There's at least a 50% chance that that guy is going to be leading our foreign policy in just a couple of months. If you think we had it bad now, you're right. But wait till you get a load of the Romney administration.